Okay, for this video we're going to start just showing you the basics of how you get started using Camtasia. And I've got a page open here, just Wikipedia, because I'm going to use this as my sample as if I was going to be recording this page. So first of all, we open up Camtasia itself, and it will open up on our system. And these are the first tools that we get offered here. We've got asked if we want to do a new screen recording, a new voice recording, a new PowerPoint recording, and import media. Now we're not going to go through all of these today. We're going to look at this one here, the new screen recording, because that's the one we want to start with. So we just literally hit new screen recording, and that will help us to get started. Okay, as you can see here, Camtasia then asks us what we want to be using. So if I want to record like I'm here with microphone now, I check this box and I click the options and I select the microphone systems that are plugged in. As you can see here, it's moving up and down to the sound of my voice already, so we know that that's working, and we can choose which type of plug-in we want to use. So I've got my microphone selected here. We can also change the volume of the input mic here if we want to, and if we wanted to, we could choose, if we've got a webcam to do picture-in-picture, we could choose that. But at the moment we're just going to cover the basics. If you want to select an area you wish to record in, you just simply click the box, and it now starts to highlight areas of your screen automatically, or if you wanted to, you can define and tell it which area you want to record around. So let's say I wanted to draw this area here, like that. I can then choose to record that area of my screen, and it tells me the width and height. The great part here is, if I want to have a preset size for certain sizes I'm recording, so for example if I'm doing a blog, it's usually 4x300. If I'm doing a good web size, I want perhaps 640x480. If I want the widescreen look, I'll go for 720x480. If I want quite a large PC screen, I'll go to 800x600. That's if I'm perhaps showing a video in a kiosk somewhere. And then full screen is if I want to perhaps use my whole computer and then break it down. Or if I'm going to be using it in future perhaps for DVD, actually a bigger size quality screen, it's up to me. But let's go with a 640x480 to start with. And you'll see here it resizes the position for me. The great thing here now is if I want to record this whole area of screen that you see on this part and not just this little area, I can center this, so I can put it over here. If I now hold down my shift key while dragging from the corner here, like so, it keeps the same, I can't break, it keeps the same file size in respect of pixels. And the reason why that's great is I do that and I now record, I'm now recording pretty much the full size of the screen here. But because I've kept the width and height ratio the same, when I cut this down to be a 640 by 480 video later in Camtasia to show on a website, it will keep the ratio, it will make the ratio easier for me rather than trying to start stretching the screen to make it fit. So that's the great part here. Or you can actually lock it to the application, so you can choose to lock it to a certain window that you're using as well. There's a help button here, and there's also options as well that go back to the original choices. And there's a lot more options here that we can go over in a later one, like adding writing on the wall and stuff like that. That's the first video, just showing you how to get the thing started. And as you can see here, we're recording. I can close that. I'll close that, and when we're ready we just either hit F9 or we hit the red button and we'll start recording the screen, and then we're ready to move that over to start editing it. And that's the first part of Camtasia, getting your first screen up and running to record.